there, partner.
Lo and behold, he doesn't pick it up.
Like, out of respect for myself, I'm not gonna drink this shit.
Threw me into this. She's like, Mickey Mouse.
Just let the Nile fly, man.
What's the Jesus one? Last Supper style?
All checked up.
Nice. All right. We back. Down a man, unfortunately. BoogMeek on to bigger and better responsibilities for the time being.
I was going to say he passed.
Dude, I mean, I think we've brought it up on this podcast, but us pretending that you died at Paige Traeger's house was still one of the funniest.
Coming up on like 10 years.
Literally, yeah, shit. I think, was that their 18th birthday, your brother's 18th birthday? I don't forget what it was, but party at this house, and there's classic Paige Traeger, who's now a hippie out in Santa Cruz. Bless her heart, she's the best, but had this like red light room where it was like all red lights. And so like,
it's like a garage or something.
Just so stupid straight. Like no reason for the light to be red at all. Just a classic like high school trying to spice it up.
Yeah,
and it's like all the dudes are playing BP in here, whatever. But anyways, Todd's sitting on the couch and we're pretty drunk.
No, this was the night Paul Walker died.
Yeah, but weren't we drunk?
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought it was your brother's birthday.
No, that's how we got the idea.
I thought it was your brother's birthday. I didn't recall that it was Paul the day Paul Walker died.
It was. We were all here for their birthday or whatever. I don't know, it was 18 or 19. And then everyone got the message that like Paul Walker died.
I forgot that detail. And so we're in this room and Todd takes a picture where he's like stone faced, and I like take a picture of him like just like chest up and like put R.I.P. Todd, like all this stuff, and like put it on Instagram, just like throw it up, set it and forget it, and then
like old Instagram, that picture.
Exactly. Old Instagram.
Someone like replied, "Gone too soon" or something.
Sarah Kessinger, is this for real? I mean, just classic.
Gone too soon.
Faking deaths, man.
Yeah, I mean that's an all timer. But we were talking before the pod about the football season. You said you guys are, I mean, best record in the league. Is this what we're sniffing?
Yeah, I mean. I don't know how you look at it. So we went 7-1. One team went 7-1. But the game that they lost was already like considered a forfeit before they actually towed it up. So technically on the books.
The team that I watched lost?
Yeah, I wasn't there. That was the game. Both teams had a game. And I went with the other team in our system, with the good, solid team. And then, so by the book, I think we're 8-0, so we definitely won the league.
So you took how did you forfeit? What was
the forfeit was because everyone has to play with the same flags, like Velcro pull-off flags. And so there's also like the little circle, like pop flags.
Pop flags. That's what we had. Those are fun.
And they're much harder to pull out.
Yeah.
So those,
you got to get a good grip or you're not.
Yeah, and so it's like it's a league rule. It's like in our rules that like you have to play in Velcros. And so I guess, there was a school that like we showed up and like immediately our assistant, I mean, he's been at the school longer than I have, but he immediately called our AD and he's like, yo, these dudes got pop flags. And
because if you spin with a pop flag, you're gone.
Yeah,
you just need to hit one spin and you're gone.
Yeah. So they were playing with pop flags. And so I guess the rule of whatever, when that happens, when you go to this, since everyone has already made, like we were the visiting team, like we already made the trip, the refs are already there. You just play the game for the sake of playing the game, but like you kind of shake hands with the other coach saying like it's forfeit, but like we're letting the kids.
So do you is this before the game you're telling the coach that like this is a forfeit or?
No, I don't think, because I wasn't there. So I don't know how it actually all shook out, but that's what our AD was telling me after the fact of like, because it's in the rules. It's not like it's a discretion. So like you don't know where you're going. Like everyone has to be playing with the same flag. Right. So we played that game, lost that game, but I think in the rule books it's technically an undefeated season. But but no one else. I don't think that other team had just one loss, or maybe they only went like 5-1 instead of 7-1. So like we still for sure
percentages.
Were the best.
Damn, have you guys had like something in like your own playing careers where there was like a controversy on the field like that, where it's like, I mean, maybe not like that because I feel like we're all like baseball, basketball,
Well,
but like,
man, there's some flag football ones that were tight for me, like growing up. I mean,
yeah,
I remember we were playing in a tournament in 8th grade. We were playing in the St. Joe's tournament. So it's like Sacred Heart Prep. And so my 8th grade year, we lost to the same team 5 times. We were 0-5.
Make an
against this
adjustment,
team.
guys.
for real. Hard to beat the same team 5 times.
No.
Hit the-
This
hit the-
team, I mean, it was.
Come on.
I mean, we were scheduled, so we went up against them in their tournament. First game, I remember it was like 8 a.m. We're on their like backfield, and this team loved to run the ball. And my dad, we love to throw the ball.
I was gonna say this is
Yeah,
Kev Peyton Manning
Prime,
throwing
yes.
Yeah, and I mean, this is when we were getting to play them the first game of this tournament. This was going to be our 3rd time playing them, and so they were. Yeah, we already had a pretty good feel. We knew who was good and everything.
Right.
And I mean, and telling you, in this first tournament game, I'm coming up to the line of scrimmage, and these two little linebackers for their team are literally calling our plays. Like, I'm at the line, I'm looking at it.
You didn't go kill.
For real.
It was play, snap, count, clap. But I mean,
kill.
I have got like 2 tight end curls, and they are my primary. It's like tight end pop pass, and these 2 linebackers like, watch pop pass, pinch in. I'm like,
Fuck.
what the hell? Like, I got no other. I don't have
No
option
options,
3.
yeah.
It's 1 and 2. But yeah, so I mean, came out. I remember I went 0 for 7 with a pick in that game. It was like a timed game. We could not. We lost like 28-0. We got
Only
trounced.
threw the ball 7 times.
It was
Air it out, baby.
No. It was a
You just QB run. Design
and it was
runs.
a timed game anyway. So once it gets to us, so yeah, we got smoked. So they did that on purpose. So we had to pretty much climb our way all the way back if we had to meet them in the championship.
You're thinking they stacked the brackets.
Or they at least knew they were going to be 1-0 and they were going to put us on. Because we were 0-2 against them. And so that was us again. We would have to power through everyone else to get back to them in the championship. That's exactly what happened. So we won 3 more games and we played them at the end. And
5 games in a day.
yeah, because we had to go through. I think they only played, I guess, maybe 3.
It was just a double elimination. So you're
I
just
think
playing
so.
something
Yeah,
like
or
that.
just however like pool play, and then we had to keep going. But so no, they scored a late touchdown, and it's a timed game, and the championship game was actually on the high school all turf field.
Nice.
So it was sick. It was really cool.
Like the full length, or did you guys have it coned
No, it was
off?
abbreviated, so
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
60 yards.
50
So,
yards
yeah.
to 60.
And so, yeah, dude, no, they score a touchdown, and I'm telling you, it was like, so we were down by 1, and there was like 3 minutes left, and
How many timeouts?
I don't think we had any timeouts back in the day. I don't think you had one. But they were celebrating in the end zone.
Running clock.
Yes, dude. And they took the whole, like, 3 minute, like, they ran the clock. They, like, set up.
That's on the refs.
No, I totally.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did everything.
That's
and then,
crazy that the clock doesn't stop even for.
Yeah, like I mean, obviously things have kind of changed now. But yeah, like, they put the ball on the tee with, like, 16 seconds left, and we're like, fuck, we got to take this thing to the house to win this game.
That's
and,
tough.
like, I remember the play we got to, like, I don't know, like, to, like, their 25. Like, we almost made it. But I
Running the
remember,
backyard
I mean,
bullshit.
we were just kind of, just trying to give it, like, 2 pitches, get it to a fast guy. But, like, yeah, we lost that one 13-12. And I just remember, like, I was just so heated. I was like, we should have had 2 plays to try and at least.
What school was that? You remember who it was?
It was St. Joe's. We played the same team, so that's how they beat us the 3rd time. And then, I mean, the other 2 times. But yeah, we opened the season with them, and it was a barn burner. I think we lost. It was both teams scored in the 40s.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Shoot.
yeah, it was crazy. Like, I remember the first play. I'll never forget this. First play in my 8th grade football season. We deferred. We're kicking off. And
Deferred. I love it.
Yeah, so we were kicking off, and this kid on St. Joe's catches the ball, and we just always call this kid Orange Shoes. Just a soccer player playing flag football.
Black dude.
No. But no, he was, I don't know, but he took this kickoff. I mean, just little bits to the left and then just like put his foot in the ground and just boom, like faster than like almost anyone we'd seen before. Scored a touchdown. It was 6-0. I looked down. I was like, oh boy. All right. Like then we're not warming it up. Like it's already on. This team looks like they're going to be pretty good. But yeah. So no, we went 0-5. But yeah, that was probably the one controversy moment where I was like, yeah, someone has to step in here and like get this game still moving a little bit. Shit.
That's brutal.
Yeah,
I mean, we did
tough.
that Toscano playing pickleball. Me and Jordan Milligan versus Toscano and a special needs kid, and they're coming back.
Special needs.
Because Mr. Lewis was like, you need to like grow up and like you need to like not punishing him, but like this will help your character. Because he was just so competitive back in the day, and it was like he was teaching a lesson. You don't always need to win, and so we're playing, and then it gets to the like 10 minutes left of class, and he's like taking over, hitting every ball in pickleball, and so me and Jordan just start launching the balls. Like we might lose the point, but like we're gonna hit this ball 300 yards away. You know what I mean? Just let it roll in the cement, make them go get it, come back, reset. Class is over before they catch up. So
We had
That's nice.
the 8th grade year. This isn't controversy, but just reminding me of it for PE. My team won every unit because and how Lawson did it, like you basically we did like a week of learning the sport, whatever we're playing.
Playing.
Then the next like 6 weeks or whatever the unit was, you were all put on a team, and then you'd play like round robin tournaments, and then you go playoffs. I'm like, oh, this is actually cool to make it fun. So I had Jay in my class, and I had Matt Bonhoff, and so it was like us three were not the captains, but like we're always split up, right? My team, like the first 4 or 5 units, my team won the title.
Yes.
And they would get so pissed. I'm like, what are we playing this week, Lawson? Because we're winning. So like we were so competitive. We were freaking. I got like a court burn on my dong from diving on the playing badminton and stuff.
Oh my god! I just never, never got competitive in PE. The only time it was like the presidential fitness test because it was like, like everyone's like around, not watching you, but like around. It was like when it came to like the push-ups and sit-ups, like they would always. I don't know if it was on purpose or it was just last names, but it was like. Always me and like at least one of my friends. They would be sitting there and I'd be like, just like trying to bang out push-ups.
I'd get competitive, but it would be the worst. Like, cause then you'd be like, especially if it was hot, you'd be sweating
your ass off.
And then you have to go to class and we didn't shower. You're just sitting there drenched and like, then you think like, why the fuck did I do that? I was so stupid because now I'm in 3rd period math, freaking dripping on my binder paper.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
We're going hard in PE. At least those lower school, middle school days were definitely fun. I mean, I remember hockey would always get competitive in middle school. Hockey would be sick. I always had it first period too, so it was always cold out.
Yeah, I was a
so
zero
fun,
period. I had it one year. Then first
hockey with we used the
in between the
basket hoops.
Yeah, and I feel honestly my class was just so bad. And like there was one year I had like a bunch of people in one class, but like 6th and 8th grade, like I had no one in my class, so it was just like free rate, you know what I mean? It was like put on a highlight tape, like let's go, like get me the puck and I'll just sit there and snipe. That and then always capture the flag was always just incredible. Yelling fake jailbreaks.
That's my dad.
I know, it's so good.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
Incredible.
More recess battles too. Recess football games.
You guys go hard at recess?
Lunch recess basketball games. Oh my God. I talked a lot of shit when I was a little guy to kids on the playground.
Everyone played soccer at my school. And so it was I was like the lone man out. Like I played Tigers, but I was like, I didn't play fucking past the Tiger. You know what I mean? Get the ball to the Mexicans and Taylor.
Well, no, that's was it 6 or I forgot what year it was when we played. This is gonna sound bad, but every lunch we would play U.S. versus Mexico soccer.
Yeah. That must have been your 6th grade year. 'Cause I feel like I heard stories about it. But
Yeah,
like,
I had we would lose but it was literally like 20 versus 20, all like basically it was like a war. Yeah, you're just kicking.
The Mexican kids at Willow Glen too were so funny back in the day, just with their gloves on.
They'd have like legit hockey gloves and like,
so good.
He's in the net today. But no, we
best.
we only won, the one time we won was I think someone scored and we're up 1-0 for a long time, and then they ended up scoring. It was like 1-1. They ended up scoring late, and then like, remind me. There was usually 2 bells for lunch. There's the first bell and then the second bell, right?
Yeah. So there's like a bell to end lunch, then there's like a bell to get to class. I feel like or something like that.
So the first bell was like our stoppage time.
That's so good.
I ended up. The mid-choice is like one of my crowning athletic achievements. Someone kicked it to Brett, and Brett was across the Brett Bigger was across on the like way on the other sideline, and he left foot kicks it into the box, and I just jump up and hit it.
No way.
Like, oh! It was so sick. The other bell rings with a U.S. win. So going nuts into the next period. Yeah.
Oh, that's incredible.
That's like feathering my cap. Like the most athletic thing I've ever done.
So
I'm
fucking
not a
good.
soccer player.
Yeah, right. At all.
That is sick.
That's like we played basketball. I think it was my 6th grade year. I played basketball because Meeker was playing basketball before school some days. He was like, come out, like whatever. And I was like, okay, no, it must have been 7th grade because then Hassan, he's like, oh, we have this new guy. Like he's gonna come play with us. And I was like, let's see what this guy's all about. I dogged Hassan day one. Let's just start with that. But I remember we were playing one day, and do you remember Johnny Matney?
Johnny Matt.
He had like the soft spot on his head, like kind of John Alarudy type.
No.
But he played Lincoln Glen forever. I was gonna use other descriptions, but
Maybe off pod to use the other description.
Yeah.
I don't.
But anyways, so he's got like soft spots all like on like 2 spots on his head, and me and him go head to head. Like I turn to like break out, and he's just like standing there, and I drill him in the head, and he like goes down and takes a knee, and he's like, oh, and he's like, oh my God. And he's like, I'm fine, and then like. Remember, he wasn't at school like the rest of the week. I was like, "Oh my God, I fucking killed the kid. I killed him." Then, I mean, obviously, he's fine now. But, yeah, those are the best. And then team parties. That was the other thing we were talking about a little bit. And we're doing just a classic in school.
Classic in
Little
school. Yep, we got them with Zaws.
Just pep and cheese, probably.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yep, just keeping it easy. But yeah, so everybody, both teams.
We got awards for most improved, MVP.
I already know. Well, first off, wait, did Arjun's team end up winning the ball game or no?
Didn't win one?
Oh,
you split the groups up that much? You didn't give them 1 or 2 dogs that could play?
It was I can't go into it, but no, it was tough. It was tough. So yeah, no, it was lopsided. But yeah, no, we got parties, but no, I'm not really gonna nothing with awards or anything. Like, nice. I mean, everybody, like, we just had.
I mean, they all know who the best guy was, so it's not like.
I mean, it's just, it's almost the records just kind of speak for themselves, which is tough for them. But no, like all the fall athletes. So like we had volleyball, football, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. They all got like recognized in like a little chapel service before school.
Oh, nice.
And they all get like a little medal and stuff like that. So.
For winning, or did they all, or is it just like 1 or 2?
Yeah, it's just participation. So like we had enough.
Did Monsignor say, Coach Cali, stand up?
No, I mean,
yeah,
like
parish.
Me and the assistant, we were giving out the medals in front of the all school.
Each put one on each other at the end.
No, give me a body, baby.
Give me a body, baby.
Little wave.
That's right. Check that, Lil Wave. That was one of our best. That kind of got us going.
That's crazy.
Lil Wave.
Lil Wave did numbers over time.
That was one of them Genesis, man. That was getting us started. But
that's so good.
But no, so yeah, nothing with like individual awards, but it was cool. They all got like recognized, and I don't think anyone else has done a party to my knowledge for a team yet. So
Oh, that's cool.
I think it'll be cool that we get to do that. Maybe something for volleyball, but
And you guys aren't expensing it. You're just gonna eat it. Meaning the cost.
Yeah, that's fine.
Not the pizza.
Yeah, well, you probably eat a couple
we'll probably
sauce,
get it.
too.
Yeah, we'll have to do something with the leftovers. There's no way they're gonna wipe them all out. But
These are grown
see.
boys.
We'll see.
And then you got a couple 2-liters coming in. Did we think of any soda choices? We getting a Mountain Dew, get them all riled up for the last half of the day.
You got to get some soda.
I mean, honestly, it's gonna be what Domino's is rocking.
I think they got some 2 liters.
So, I mean, we might go as plain as pizza with pepperoni cheese. We might just do Coke Pepsi.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just same thing. So
You got Coke and Pepsi?
Some Dixie cups and some fucking
Zom
paper,
will hang
yeah.
out.
Hey.
You know?
talk ball, talk shop.
You
Arjun
know?
will get you next year, bud. Keep
Dude.
that arm loose.
Yeah, he's a Chargers guy because he was Herbert for Halloween.
Nice.
He's going to Sunday night versus the Bengals.
Sick.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, sick. No, I know. I was pumped for him.
Arjun.
Yeah, dude. So yeah,
Arjun's
he's a
got the
Charger guy.
dough. Sounds like.
Should have played catch them a little bit longer, it sounds like.
But yeah, no. So it was
QB
cool.
coach. Fuck, he had it in the bag.
No
Holy
experience
shit.
going, Arjun.
Don't matter. Does not matter, sure. That's hilarious. And then you were saying you had a team party story or something.
We had something. It just reminded me what Kev said.
Hey, everyone. This episode is brought to you by Manscaped, the global leader in men's lifestyle and grooming. Every man knows the unbeatable feeling of a fresh barbershop shave. Now, what if I told you that you no longer have to wait weeks or even months between appointments to experience it? Introducing Manscaped's newest invention, the Chairman Pro Electric Foil Shaver, the game-changing tool that brings the luxury of a professional shave right into your home. Whether you're after that daily silky smooth finish or prefer to maintain a rugged 5 o'clock shadow, the Chairman Pro Electric Foil Shaver is your go-to for precision and style every time. Head over to manscaped.com and join the over 11 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by using code Trough for 20% off plus free shipping.
You know, I first started shaving around 8th grade into freshman year. Kind of didn't do it as much. But yeah, I was using a lower level razor. And, you know, you're nervous going through. You don't want to cut yourself. Back then, using a low level razor, you could always nips, tucks everywhere. Mm-hmm. One night was getting ready to go out with my girlfriend at the time. We're not going to name her name here, obviously. It was on the end of the block, and you know what? I was nervous. I was looking good, and I nicked the lip, and it was bled for a while. Kev was about 20 minutes late to the little shindig we were going to.
Hate that.
But with Manscaped, alleviates all those worries. Nice and easy, straight, close skin shave. And so now when I go out with the ladies, they always ask me, what do you use? And you know what I say? Manscaped for the top and the bottom. Manscaped.
So what makes the Chairman Pro stand out? Well, it's all about versatility and precision. It comes with 2 interchangeable skin-safe blade heads. You have the skin-safe 4-blade foil for that close, smooth shave you are looking to go completely clean. And if you have a clean shave isn't your style, that's okay. Just switch to the skin-safe stubble trimmer to keep your stubble looking sharp and polished. Both heads are designed with skin-safe technology to help reduce razor burn and irritation, so your skin feels smooth and comfortable after every shave, reducing redness or discomfort. A standout feature that truly differentiates the Chairman Pro from the rest is the Flex Adjustment technology. This innovative technology ensures a superior shave by allowing both blades and the pivoting head to seamlessly adapt to the unique contours of your face and neck, helping you maintain great contact with your skin at every angle. And if you want even more precision, on the right side of the bracket, there's a precision lock. When you lock it, the blade head sits firm so you can achieve a more precise shave. And here's something that's going to make your grooming routine easier than ever. The Chairman Pro is waterproof. Yep, you can use it right in the shower, boys. And the waterproof feature doesn't just make shaving easier, it also simplifies cleanup too. Just a quick rinse under the sink and you're all set. The Chairman Pro isn't just for daily shaves either. It's powerful enough to tackle up to 5-day growth, making it perfect whether you're shaving every day or just tidying up after a few. And with up to 75 minutes of runtime on a single charge, you can take your time getting the perfect shave. It even has a travel lock to help make sure it doesn't accidentally turn or turn upside down on your back. And an LED spotlight to help you see every detail, ensuring nothing gets missed.
The Chairman Pro. That's right. And you can get it today and experience a shave that is smooth as you deserve. Get 20% off plus free shipping with code Trough, TROUGH at manscaped.com. That is code Trough to get 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Manscaped.
This was a senior year of high school. I think you probably know this story.
Is that when Benny Boy got killed? Osama bin Laden died at our team party?
No, that was junior year because I announced that during a presentation. Our engineering, it was so stupid.
College.
No.
high school?
Remember Mitch and I took that engineering class with Mr. Chang.
Yes.
Mr. Chang.
Yes. You guys would spit on me at the haunted house.
So this guy, we had an engineering class and it wasn't really like, before we had got into it, like our sophomore and junior year, it wasn't a big program or whatever at Will Glenn, and they tried to like spice it up. So they brought in this guy whose name's Alvin Chang or Arthur something. I think it's Alvin.
Something with an A.
Mr. Chang.
Yeah, no. So Mr. Chang. So Mr. But like literally, he like graduated Michigan State and was our teacher like the following. Like he's fresh out of college.
And he looked every bit fresh out of college.
We looked older than him, and he was like smaller, but he was like really funny, super young guy. But he didn't get like we were in it as just he thought he was coming into like these guys are ready to like freaking
want to go to engineering at the college level.
And he gets to the class, we're like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Like it was like he would like write stuff like he'd like give mission I detention. I'm like erasing it. We'd show up to class like 20 minutes late because it was just bad, but. He was a super funny guy. He was really cool. He let us get away with a lot of stuff. We would watch like Mythbusters videos, and that's all we did.
But it was like I had that period where a class where I could just kind of like cruise around. So like I would pop in there every now and again and just like
have people come in.
See what's
all the
up,
time
Jason De La Rocha, same period. So it was like me and Jay would be passing each other in the hallway. He would be going it like crazy.
No, we would have because Mitch and I had it after lunch, and literally we would like be walking in like 10 minutes late, and Gallegos was. Our assistant principal was always standing right there shaking his head like, must be nice. Must be nice. Like, come on. But anyway, so before I'm getting into the pizza party was he was dead set on, he's like, hey, class, like I signed this up for this competition and we got to do like all this stuff. It was to make a t-shirt gun.
Oh wow!
And like,
actually kind of sick.
Yeah, and it was like we were entered in this contest and blah blah blah, and we're like, and whatever. Chang, he's like, we got to work on it after school. I'm like, dude, I got practice.
After school is crazy.
I got practice. So it was literally just him and Johnny Russo who did it all.
Johnny Russo.
They end up getting first place.
That's sick.
I'm like, Shane, we gotta have a pizza party, dude. I mean, you guys got first place. And he's like, yeah, okay, yeah. So one line, and this is like towards the end of the year. So, and of course, senior year in the spring, like you don't do anything. Yeah. You don't do anything. So, Chang, this was on a Thursday. Chang comes up to me and Mitch. He's like, hey, so I got the money for the pizza party.
Oh, yeah.
Can you and Mitch go off campus at lunch tomorrow, buy the pizzas and bring them back? And I was like, well, Chang, you can't leave campus, but I think, yeah, we'll do it. We'll get it done.
I remember this story now.
So he gives us like, I don't know if it was $100. It was, he told us, because we were going to Little Caesars. He's like, go to Little Caesars and get like 8 pizzas or whatever, or 6 pizzas or whatever it was, like large pizzas, hot and readies or whatever. Like, all right, yeah, we got it. So he gives us however much, he gives us like, I don't know how much it was, call it 80 or something. So Mitch and I go there and we drive in and we order the hot and readies or whatever and the 2 liters and everything. And the guy's like, so let's say we had $80. And the guy's like, all right, that'll be $60. So with 20 left over, I looked at Mitch and I'm like, yeah, we'll do an order of wings too. And just sat. So we got like wings and a bunch of other shit. And we sat in the car and just ate it. And then,
It's so good.
then we get back to Chang's and get all the pizzas. We get all the pizzas, and it was like midway through the party, and everyone's like talking and having fun. He's like, "Hey, where's my change?" And I'm like, "Change? What do you mean?" He's like, I gave you like 80. It should be some change. I'm like, oh no, we spent that. We got it on some wings and stuff like that. He's like, are you serious? And you're like, yeah.
Gotta pay the toll, brother.
I was like, I thought after we paid, we were good, right? And he was like, it was so
That's
funny.
so
But yeah, he
fucking
was like
funny.
shocked. He's like, what? But yeah, looking back, that was probably not the best idea.
I mean, but hey, you took the risk of going off campus,
Right,
driving.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta be. That's so
if we
fucking
got
good, though.
wings.
And he just, like I said, it was completely lawless. They put on this haunted house.
Yeah.
And like these guys are, I don't know if one of them had a water bottle and they were just taking swigs. And every time I walked by,
there was a water
spitting it all
there
over
was a
my
water
head.
fountain in the back of the class because it was
that's
like
what
a
it was.
science room or whatever. So Chang, wanted to have, and this felt, again, he was a new teacher. So he's like, hey guys, I invited all these classes to come during our period to walk through a haunted house. So we all like made this haunted house. So me, Mitch, and Brian,
yeah.
we were all in the back. So you had to get, as you got to the haunted house, we'd fill our mouths up with water, and there was like little hole cutouts, and just spit water. All it was like a splash zone.
Oh my
So-
god,
Then
bro.
someone's grabbing your leg as you're going through the splash zone, so you can't even fucking get away. It's fucking. It was a setup.
So then everyone, after like half the period goes by, Chang like looked and he's like, why? And came in the back. He's like, why are people wet coming out? Like, because we're spitting water on them.
So
But
good.
the best ever was just to also put in perspective how small and young he looked. He would wear like, so when he first started, he would like wear like a nice dress shirt and like pants, and then towards the end, kind of got to like he didn't need to do that. But he was like, to get in the haunted house, he's standing in front of his class and he's like letting people in. And Jay was in one of the class and didn't realize who it was and was like, who the fuck's running this thing? What the fuck? And then James like, that's me right here. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I had no idea. He was
Just look like a kid. So crazy. Who else? I'm trying to think of if we did any other like class party. Like we didn't feel like all the teachers were pretty stingy with their money in high school. You know what I mean? Not throwing many class parties.
Yeah, they got more rare as you got older, I'd say.
I was gonna say Mr. Berg would always he would always do something for us, and
Berg.
I think that was just to sober him up before he drove home.
Last time I saw him, he was smashed.
Always his best story. I'm sure he told you guys it, but this is a teacher that went to Willow Glen through and through middle school, probably when it was Markham, and then went to the high school. But in 8th grade dance, the song "Burning for You" came on by Blue Oyster Cult. And some kids start singing. It's like, I'm burning a Jew. And he's Jewish. And he's like, I don't know why, but I just fucking decked this kid. And then I threw him up against, and he's like telling the whole class this story. It's like, I threw him up against the wall.
Wait, was this back in the day? Or
Yeah,
was
no.
this
This is when he's in middle school.
Yeah,
This is when he's in middle school, not chaperoning a dance, which I could see. I could see both, honestly. And he's like, I threw him up again. He's like telling us this story about how he assaulted this kid. I was like, shit. I mean, to each their own, but
Nice. No anti-Semitism here.
none. He's got some crazy stories. Crashed a car coming back from a football game. Tried to his friend left his jersey at his house, and so he was like a backup player or whatever. So Berg went to go get it, and he's coming back, and he fucking rolls the car because he's speeding around like that Bots area. Rolls the car, ends up obviously not playing, getting taken out in the ambulance.
Probably had a couple cervezas too. I'd imagine.
would not surprise me. But yeah, good old fucking high school, good old class parties. You gotta.
Then
love
you know what? Those kids are gonna remember it forever too.
That's true. Honestly, and I feel like I appreciate them way more now that like I said, like Kev spending his own money on. Like as a kid, you're like, you're getting a slice. You're like, what am I gonna do with a slice of pizza? Like what the fuck? And like. I'm sure like you sounds like you're buying more than enough for them to have more than one slice, which is kudos to you. But even then it's like teachers are spending like $50 of their own money is like, fuck, good on them.
But back then it was a lot cheaper. Obviously. Now it's gonna get cheaper too with Trump coming in. For sure.
Yeah. Choo. Dude, Ash, did you see her Snapchat story yesterday of the cat?
Oh, no, Tay sent it to our family chat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Crazy. So their cat got a squirrel, and it's literally just sitting outside. And
but the squirrel's like as big as the cat.
It's fucking crazy. But it's like in its mouth, and it's like, but this cat they adopted off of a fucking
at a lake.
So it's an outdoor cat, which they've been contained indoor. So they let him outside, and I guess he's almost got a couple squirrels before, and it's like not succeeded. And then it shows up to the back window, and they like to present their prize, give it to their owner. Hey, I got you a gift. And Ashley's like freaking out. She's like, "Oh my God, Taylor, we have a problem." Finally gets it inside without the squirrel, but. That's what I told her. I was like, "Hey, this is Trump's America." I was like, "Old Pedro got the memo, Ash." I was like, "You better learn to get out the way, ma'am."
He sent it to us, and I was like, he just said that she was using her wild instincts, and then but it, like the video I got was just black, and then it was like just. Squirrel. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, send a disclaimer next time. Jesus.
I love those. Did you guys watch those Nature's Metal videos? Like, is that any in your algorithm?
No.
Nature's Meadow?
Metal?
Oh.
It's where it's just like nature fighting it. Like, it's like bear attacks. Like, but like on like, bear attacking like other animals. It's like not human, but like they're crazy, and it just shows you the fucking blood and gut. Oof. Oh man, I love it. That's crazy. We had one dog though that would routinely go after rats, and it was like we had an orange tree in our backyard, so it was like they'd be on the fence line, and I swear to God, he was like hopping up and like nailing him and like getting like part of the tail, dragging him off, and then just he would maul him to shreds, dude. And then he would bring him to the back door, just like guts already ripped out. Yeah. I was like, fuck, dude.
That's what Ellie does. She gets a bunch of kids.
Ellie's a legend. I still running the streets too. It's crazy.
Running away from coyotes.
That was, I would be running too. That coyote was big.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the animals are crazy. Are you in the line for any pets? I know you were looking for a dog for a while.
I don't know. I was looking at one today.
Oh shit!
No, not to get it today, but just I was.
I know, yeah.
I've had a talk with Rye because I don't really have much going on, but yeah, I don't know. I was looking at GSPs. Have you German short hair pointers? They're super active. They got the floppy ears. They're like muscular.
They're like hunting dogs.
Yeah. So
you gotta
take them on duck hunting.
You gotta work those dogs.
No, I know, but that's the thing. Like I want something so I can go and do not like be active with them. Like I was like take them a walk downtown. I walk on that Los Gatos Creek most every day, just like 3 miles without loop. Nice. Yeah, pop top. If you see me, ladies. So I got the nice tan going.
It's the bro glow. Don't lie.
No, I don't have the bro glow. But no, I could take it to that, and then obviously throw it and shit like that. But they're also super. I'm not going to say they're, from what I've read, they're not easy to train, but once they are trained, they can do a bunch of cool shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, and then the only thing is those dogs do have separation anxiety, which I think most dogs do.
Right. It would seem.
Cause I would be hardcore with it. I'd be like, you're not on the furniture and you
but working dogs totally get that.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
My cousin, they crate their dogs. If they're not working, they're not roaming around the house, they're crated.
Right.
waiting to go back to work. Like it's that, and they just know that's what it is. They're fine with it.
But yeah,
and it's like then you let them free roam, get their energy out, let them work. But yeah, no, I'm sure that.
But yeah,
would be
that's what, and like that's the thing is like the only time I would crate them is obviously or for bed, and then if I were to go out and stuff, which is not like I hadn't been going out that much, and I usually would probably if I'm going to run into Trader Joe's just like take it or something like that.
Yeah, damn, that'd be sick. So is Rye on board? Are you? I thought you are possibly looking for a new place. Are you going to stay there? Or?
No, I think we're going to be out. I think he's going to be moving him to live at some point. But yeah, actually, funny enough, Jay Roach just actually called me yesterday. We were talking about
he's coming back to the Bay.
No, I don't know what his plan is, but he's asking about if I was going. But yeah, I think I'm definitely not going to come back here, but I do need to find a spot. So
yeah, I'm right in the spot too, where I'm like, I need to get out, but at the same time, it's so nice saving up money. Where I'm like, fuck, I could just move to another state right now, get a normal job in that state, and just put a down payment on a place and be like,
no, I was
this
looking
is
at
fine. You know what I mean, like, see you later.
Well, I was looking at stuff on up in Boulder Creek.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess I went on a deep dive last night on Boulder Creek, living in Boulder Creek on Reddit. Apparently, it's like all meth heads, and they got like
I didn't know that, but I could see that.
I had a couple of friends growing up through baseball, and I went out into their houses sometimes.
Yeah,
like high school and JUCO. Yeah, there's some like sketch, just like weird looking people, and especially at least walking around in the evenings when we were like hanging out, like. I mean, it's a cool place. It would be all right.
Well, no, because like I like looking at like, and they're mostly fixer uppers,
right?
But we're 40 minutes away from here, and like I don't like the one I was looking at like had a creek in the backyard. I'm like, this would be sick,
right?
Yeah, but like then you have to have the backup like mountain living is tough. Like,
you're in the boonies.
Well, yeah, you're in the boonies, and like if there's one, and usually like. In the past 5 years, there has been like some storms that come through, like the atmospheric river stuff. You're fucked. You have to like the roads are all closed. There's landslides and stuff. So I was like reading, I'm like, oh yeah, but I didn't realize how like they're like there's like a bunch of meth.
I didn't realize
like people cooking it, and
but that makes sense if it's a lower population. It's not a lot of
booney-esque.
That's what I mean. There's not a lot around there. It's like no one's really gonna bother you, which is good and bad.
Right.
So,
yeah. So.
Damn, that would be sick. Yeah, just California, I don't know. I would go back to Reno in a heartbeat. God damn. I know BoogMeek. I could sell BoogMeek on Reno.
Boog was saying he was going to go to Colorado.
I know. Boog was leaning Rado.
He was also saying fucking somewhere else. I don't know. But yeah, no, the moving out, it's tough. Kev, how's your situation? You liking your roommate? You guys are all...
I mean, yeah, I'm good. I mean, where I'm at is just a solid rate versus what is just around San Jose and stuff. So, I mean, it's small. Like, I only basically have a room, but like there's a shared kitchen, like kind of like little living room area and stuff. So it's okay. But yeah, I mean, eventually I'd like to try and find another spot here and kind of elevate a little bit. But I'm kind of like in the same boat as you now, because now I'm like in a point where with this job now I'm making a little bit more. So now I'm kind of like, all right, well now I can kind of sit on this for a little bit, maybe let this puff up and then, let it and then come out and kind of see what's up, or just kind of, I can kind of find a higher rent that's not too high, but I can afford it now.
Right.
And stuff. So.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I'm sure, I don't know about you guys, but I would probably live alone, but I would hate that. That's my thing is I hate being alone.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so that's like that and that's like because there's always like the stigma of like, oh, having a roommate in your 30s, like, oh, you're this. I'm like, I don't really give a fuck because I like to have
changed
someone there.
nowadays.
No, I know,
but like, yeah, I get it.
I couldn't do like the whole living alone thing.
I think I'm the opposite. I think I could live alone very, very easily. I don't know.
Why not buy a place in Boulder Creek? You come live up there.
I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed.
Bring some guns, a couple meth heads,
That's
walk
what
on
I
the
mean.
property.
Fucking give them a couple new holes to inject into. Fuckers. No, that would be honestly that would be fun. Yeah, that's I don't know. It's just everything around here is so expensive. It's like even like a 3-bedroom place is like crazy. It's like
Probably like 4.
yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Any pets in the future, Kev? You a pet guy? Did you guys have any growing up?
London.
We had a dog growing up. I mean, it took probably a couple years because I mean I was scared of dogs as a kid.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I was
Definitely.
I mean, up until I was. I mean, I could comfortably say 12 for sure. I was.
Holy shit! That is
100%.
too old.
Yeah. No, I mean it was a thing.
No, but you weren't scared of like Gucci and Chester. It was big dogs, right?
Well, no, but when I was little with
Gucci
Gucci and
and
Chester, it was more so like when, especially it was hard, like when you like a new guest, you open the door, dog.
Yeah,
comes
no, well, yeah,
dark
because
night.
they
Yeah,
were
so,
they
like-
were Shelties, so they ran like they're herders.
Yeah.
Chest would run right up and bark your ass.
Yeah, and so they're both like those are the main dogs I was seeing a lot. But yeah, they would come up and I would be like basically bulling a matador, like holding my dad's shorts, like moving like this because I think when I was a kid, like a dog jumped on me.
That's what I was gonna ask. Was that
Yeah,
the?
because I was. My mom said like I was like I don't know like 4 or something. I was bending down to pick up a basketball in our neighbor's yard, and they had a dog,
And it
and
just
then it
jumped
came
at
and
you.
boom, and just took me out. But
Stuck with you.
yeah, but yeah, no,
Right
it
here,
was
bud.
it was tough. But yeah, no, we got a little dog. Like I mean, God bless my sister. Like she made like a little PowerPoint presentation and everything, and she even like had something like Kevin, you know, it's a small dog, so like it's not gonna be.
It was
scary.
a presentation for you, not the parents.
No, it was definitely because like obviously my parents were like, okay, well, like how are you gonna take care of the dog? Because like you know it's gonna be great to pet a dog, but like you know you got a lot of shit to do. But no, that's why she did the whole thing. But yeah, no, she was. I mean, yeah, that was pretty much the only animal we had. 'Cause she lived
Damn.
for a hell of long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's like Duke. I can't get.
Duke
After
was bad at the end.
after, I mean, he was bad, but like not that bad. Like he was still getting around. He would
He
still
was blind though, right?
Yeah. He was blind, for sure. But like, I can't get another dog. I don't think I would get a big dog. I think I'm a small dog man. You know.
See, I'm trying to. That's the thing is, I'm trying to be like, would I be more small? But I want to be like one where I could take it to Starbucks and stuff, but not like it's like being a big guy. You can't be walking around with a fucking small dog.
Or you could. I don't know. I've seen it both ways.
I think there's an angle at both. Yeah.
Like I wouldn't like walk in
Get like
with
a
Frenchie.
teacup.
Little teacup poodle.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you're more you could be more approachable potentially with a smaller dog versus a bigger dog.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna be walking in with like a pit bull.
No,
Though Pitts kind of scared me a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've been around enough good pit bulls and enough bad fucking just regular like random ass dogs where I'm like pit bulls don't really scare me anymore.
I was in Slow. We were walking. Remember our dog Nikki?
Mm-hmm.
So we would usually walk Nick out, like, which was bad, wasn't on a leash. We would usually walk him out to that field across the street,
Right.
have him go to the bathroom or run around for a little bit, and then walk him back. And we were just about to have a party, so it was probably like 7:38. Like, all right, let's take Nick out for a little bit, have him run around, and then start pregame and get ready to go. So another story. He actually got clipped by a car one time, but we're
And you still didn't put him on the leash.
no, but we're walking back, and then all of a sudden, this dude who was in a frat DSP, it was worse. It was some frat dude's pit bull, and he was making a pledge walk it.
Oh no.
But it was like, it literally had the cut ears and it was jacked.
Yeah.
And Nikki like ran by it and it went full, like puffed up, start like barking, ready to go. And I was like, oh fuck. And the kid, there was like a little like guy was like almost gonna get dragged. I'm like, I grabbed Nikki. I'm like, and he didn't have a claw. I'm like, grab him, like, get inside, and like because like I'm sorry, like he was like red. If he would have let go, like the guy was coming
Dead.
right at us. It was. Then the last time I was like, fuck, because everyone said, oh, pit bulls are nice, and people they get a bad rap. I'm like, oh well, I've seen one that's
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, and if they're not
raw.
trained, they are
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
not.
Or if
no
they're, or if they're
bueno.
trained to kill.
Yeah, or yeah, exactly.
Shout out Mike Vick.
Mike Vick. I still wear my Virginia Tech football shirt all the time, and it's like it's so faded that like everything's fallen. I've had it for 10 years, and I got it at Goodwill, so it's like it was someone's before mine.
my God.
And people are like, "Oh, big Va Tech fan." I'm like, "Big Mike Vick fan." They're like,
Va
you just
Tech.
always get just strange looks. But God, gotta love it, boys. What you guys been up to? I mean, we've had Halloween, we've had presidential election, we've been through quite a bit since. Any hits on the Halloween? Did you get tagged on Instagram on anything?
Well, Rye posted us. Got some good reports on that. Halloween was a success. I think we served 20,000 at least, maybe. No. No, we did blow a fuse because Dan thought he could get a heater out. Remember that?
No,
Were you there? Yeah, we blew the popcorn machine stopped working for a little bit because we blew the fuse.
Oh, I got there
there.
right after that.
So yeah, and then we had. It got a little hairy. There was some people coming around the side, and it was getting a little. We had to push them back.
It was so good because they would just bring out Meek, and Meek would be like, "Single file, please, single file, please."
So we did that. Yeah, that was good. But then, Liv, Rise girl, one of her clients at her work was like, they were talking about Halloween, and she's like, "Oh yeah, like we usually go into the Willow Glen neighborhood to do trick or treating," and she's like, "Oh my boyfriend and his cousin were handing out popcorn. Like, would you go to the popcorn?" She's like, "Yeah, those two guys with their shirts off," and I was like, "Boom, we
So good,
we made
pedo
someone's night.
popcorn."
Yeah. No, yeah. So it was a good night, but dude, it was. He and I both were pop top from like 5 to 10. Dude, my back was fucked the next day.
Oh,
Like,
from standing?
from
Yeah.
standing and doing that for the whole time in those fucking boxing shoes. Like literally, like getting into bed. Like it was like, oh, it felt so good.
Those are like the best. Like you forget how good a bed feels. Like I honestly was just thinking about that this morning. Like, when's the last time I had like a sleep where I felt like I needed, you know what I mean? Like that, where I felt like I just needed to lay down and go to sleep. And it was when me and John went elk hunting and took me along with him. And like, I think we put in like 12 or 13 miles like of hills, just up and down, up and down. And then like we got home and like hadn't hit the old Benjamin all day. And like, took one and I was just sitting there and I just like, I don't even remember going to sleep. I just like remember like how good the bed felt and like was just gone. And I was like, God damn, felt so good.
Well, that's like even like walking. I'm sure you do, or if you don't, but doing Disneyland. Like if you go keep walking back and forth. I did one time. Like did like 15,000 steps. I'm like, and the people were with like, "You want to get a drink?" I'm like, I kind of want to go to bed. I'm freaking
I'm done.
It's like 8:39. I'm like, I'm wiped.
I've made that mistake though, where like I wore bad shoes to Disney. Like I was like in a big Sanook phase for a long time, which is like, they're worse than sandals. They're just like a piece of yoga mat. That's just so funny. You're basically walking barefoot through the fucking.
They still make Sanooks?
They make them. They're not as popular. I still like. I get like a pair every couple of years and just like wear like I wear them hunting and stuff and just beat them up. But I like wore them and like my feet were like got to the point where like my arches were like hurt so bad. And this was day one. I remember it was like a 3-day trip. I'm like, fuck, like this is miserable. And I like second day I think I wore them again. And then like I think that night I like went home and was like, I need to go to Target and get just a cheap pair of shoes. Got a cheap pair of shoes, but. Yeah, same thing. Once you're like done, but now when I go, I take a nap midday. I don't full day it. Like I let everyone do their thing. I go back, do my thing, take a quick nap, come in, sneak some things through security, do it the right way.
Some stemmies.
Dude, yes. I had them in the gummies and it was just like, it wasn't even sneak. I was just like,
speaking of, we need to bring some gummies to Mitch's bachelor.
That's what, dude, I was thinking. I don't want to fly.
Why do we? If you bring him as chocolates, it just looks like chocolate on the plane.
Yeah.
Why would it not?
I'll let you do that.
Yeah, no, I'll do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. No, you're probably right, but I'm just like,
Or if we even want to do it, we can. People are we can get arrested for this. I could literally just put him in a Hershey's wrapper.
That's true too.
Yeah.
Workarounds,
baby.
That's what I was gonna say, or ship them to the Airbnb. But
True.
That's even more. I don't know which one's worse. We'll figure it out. But yeah, no, I'm excited for that. Me and Josh were talking about that a little bit. Now he's like, "You get invited to like all the bachelor parties." I was like, "Hey, I'll tell you why." I was like, "I'm the last man in on every." I was like, "I'm not the first one up on any of these. I'm the last man in." I was like, "I pay on time. I'm a no issues type of guy." You know what I
Mitch
mean?
Madness, baby. First week of March Madness. We're
That's
going,
good.
Kev.
That's crazy. And like,
That's coming up. That's like, I mean,
Yeah, faster than you think.
yeah.
next month is fucking Christmas, and then it's 2 months after that, basically.
God damn. And then Toscano's got one coming. I don't know when that, like,
Yeah, I haven't seen that invite come through yet.
yeah, probably not going to get it. But like, we haven't planned that one at all. And I'm like, hey, we kind of got to get on this like sooner rather than later. Especially with time off work. Your boy is stretching his time
His
off
PTO.
thin. Well, I was sick for fucking like they were like, don't come in. So I'm like, okay, what do you want me to do about this? But now I'm like, my sick days, I'm overdrawn.
Oh, fuck. Let's get an employment lawyer involved. It's not good.
I don't give a fuck. And
Like
the worst
Mitch
worst
has
part
no
is I don't
days
go to the
off.
doctor. And so like, bring a doctor's note. I'm like, I'm not going to the doctor. So I was like, I can come
I
in
did my own
hacking up a
research.
storm. Yeah, I mean, I gotta do more research, you know. Got to get litigious. There it is. Litigious. But yeah, what else? We be happy with the election results. I mean, I saw Boog was showing me the group chat. One of the family members
There's a
not
couple,
as happy as the others.
That family member thinks I voted for Kamala, so hasn't really
Hasn't
come
come
after
back
me
to you yet.
But no, actually funny, funny story. So we were was a Tuesday. I went and voted at the right across from Old Talkie Pocky, and that's like senior center thing or whatever. So I go and I'm like telling Ryan, like, you gotta vote. Like, there's more important measures too with
Gotta vote locally. Local's what matters.
Did you hear Lydia's grandson won the school board? I didn't even know he was on the
I didn't
ballot.
know
Yeah.
that. Did you see him as
Pacheco.
your?
No, so I literally was doing it and I didn't even like put two and two together. I'm like, Jorge Pacheco, because that's Lydia's son-in-law's name, and that he's Junior. Everyone just call him Junior.
Right.
So I didn't mark it, and then Tay's like, did you guys vote for Junior? I'm like, oh fuck. Then I was gonna go in because of course no voter ID. I was gonna go in and vote as Travis, and get him another vote. But then I didn't end up doing it because they literally just confirm. You just have to confirm your address.
Yeah. Oh, it's address. I think in Reno it was like date or like year of birth, and then like there was one other just like random. It was like, this is what you're asking.
No,
me.
they asked me birthday, confirm your address, and then you just got to sign. So I could have done
Just the
11/30/94. Travis Meeker.
11/30/94.
Sick.
Yeah, no, that's what like everyone's caught up in the big presidential, but it's like what's gonna affect you is the
Sam
local
Licardo.
shit.
Did you vote Licardo?
I don't even know. I forget. I
Probably voted Evan Lowe.
voted early. I don't think Licardo doesn't seem like my guy. I don't think I would have voted for old Samuel.
Former mayor.
No.
But Rye. So I was telling Rye to go, and then he literally went like he was in line as the polls closed, and I was like, "Stay in line." And then once they closed, because he's like, "This is bullshit. Like I shouldn't be like it's already over, whatever." I'm like, "No, stay in line." He was
so
still
good.
in line, and they had already called California.
No way.
Yeah. He's like, I'm like, "Yeah, dude, they already called it." Well,
That's so
'cause they
good.
called
Yeah,
California
yeah,
once
yeah.
the polls close, is already gonna happen, but.
That's
It was
so
pretty,
funny.
It was pretty funny. Yeah, they already called it, dude.
That's the best. That's like, honestly, every time elections come around, I don't know if you've seen the Curb Your Enthusiasm where like
Yeah, the Larry David.
Larry
one.
David, where he's like, you're voting for him, I'm voting.
Yeah,
Let's cancel each other out. And then he loses by one vote and he's standing at the party after. I saw Larry leave. Yeah, no, just funny. It's just I love just watching the different channels and just like they're all
incredible.
They're all just on polar opposites saying different things. It's just like this is amazing. I don't give a fuck either way.
Well, no, I did like. So obviously Fox was calling everything super early, or it was quicker than the other one.
Too early to tell.
So I didn't do CNN because I knew that they were gonna draw it out. NBC's usually they're pretty even. They don't really lean to, but so I was there. I wasn't on MSNBC, but I saw this stuff for the CNN. Like, so he's up 180,000 votes with 100 to count and something, and they weren't calling the states.
So good,
and they're all sitting there like, but no. But I had Cisco gave us the day off to vote.
Really?
So yeah, not
the whole day.
Every election you have the day off to go vote. Yeah,
I feel like more companies should do that.
I think some of them are more and more because I didn't even realize like the rural people have to like get up and go.
Oh yeah,
like it's like it could be like a 40-minute thing.
Oh, their closest polling station. That's what I mean. Like they could be who knows where.
I mean, if we're in Boulder Creek too, yeah, we're gonna have to.
Dude, our votes will really matter out there. That's what I like. I like my vote mattering. Like in Reno, 4 years ago, I was like, "Ooh, I could be deciding the whole election could be on my shoulders." Wasn't, but but yeah, no, good stuff. Halloween was fun. Election's been good times. Trying to think, like I said, been sicker than a dog, so I've been a lot of blowing my nose. Last 2 days, bloody noses.
Oh, the worst.
Like I've never before. And it's like those where you're just like, you go to wipe it and you're like.
At work too?
At work, at jujitsu. And it's like I haven't been going full like at jujitsu, like because I fucked my shoulder up. Grade 3 AC joint sprain.
Grade 3?
Yeah.
Go to the Cairo. They'll work on it. They'll pop that.
We go to Cairo once, you go forever. I don't know, man.
No, I haven't been in a while. I need to go back.
And you're hurting. See? And you're hurting. Yeah, no, grade 3. So, and it's already been like a month and a half. So he's like, take 2 full weeks off. And he's a athletic doctor, so he kind of fucking gets it. You know what I mean? He's not just some random schmo. And so take a couple weeks off. But yeah, I'm just sitting there watching, and all of a sudden I'm just fucking bleeding everywhere. Are you guys bloody nose kids growing up?
Oh, all the time.
Really?
I get them a decent amount, but not. I mean, I have to have a cut in my nose, or if I was just like blowing my nose too hard.
That's what, and like
I would just get them.
I wasn't a nose picker, but like I would always hit like these ones, like when I get cold out, and like just that inside rim would get raw. Oh my god.
No, I'd get mine a lot in the summertime.
Oh really? It's a dry.
Summer.
See,
Yeah,
I'm in elevation. Like if I go to Tahoe, first day in Tahoe, I'm fucking or Colorado, bleeding.
Really?
It's weird as shit. But it's like after the first day, I'm good. But yeah, bleed. But Mikey was like, he would get bloody nose in the middle of the night.
Yeah, no, I'd wake up and my pillow would be bloody.
It's the creepiest fucking thing ever, and it's like all over your fucking face, just like look like a fucking murder scene.
No, I know. And we'd have pillows that are like stained. I'm like,
exactly.
Because it's.
I think the one I use is still got a little stain on it.
Holy cow,
but hey, you bag it up.
So I'd wake up and like, oh, I had a bloody nose last night.
Dude, it was literally like not like
face paint.
Literally like puddles of blood. Crazy. Nasty.
So wait, when's if I do get the GSP, when's duck season? Because we got to go out.
Duck season's now. I'm fucking haven't been able to duck hunt because my shoulder. Couldn't lift my fucking gun up for the first 2 weeks. I've been in my room just dry firing, just making sure there's no ammo, and I'm fucking. It's like the first 2 weeks was like painful to get up, which. Not that it matters. We'll get into the weeds a little bit. You have to put in. So I go to public land out in Santa Clara, which
right
I
by
prefer.
Levi's, right?
Yeah, exactly. I prefer that. But like, there's this place down in Los Banos where you can put in for a refuge, you can put in for a draw, and so like I got 3 different draws, which is like limited hunt. So there's only a limited amount of people that can go there. So if you get a draw, it's pretty big deal. Got 3 of them. Didn't get to use any of them.
Oh,
so.
Pass those on to me, man.
I wish we could. There's other people that were like, please. I was like, yeah, there's no way. But yeah, so I haven't been able to go. But duck season, late October to end of January.
Yeah, so we'll go to GSP. We'll hop out in the swim to get the duck and bring it back to us.
Next season.
Next season.
Season.
It's crazy. It's like there's nothing better than going hunting with someone who has a trained dog. 'Cause it's like when I go, like I get all the ducks myself, and it's like I don't mind it, whatever. Like sometimes you have to like wring their neck and just fucking put them out of their misery. You don't kill them with the shot right away.
The dog would kill him?
And so the dog usually bites around their neck or like does enough or like you shakes them out, does that job for you too, which is nice. Sometimes they don't. You wring their neck back.
Well, yeah, my dog will be a killer, so yeah.
Love that. There's nothing worse than going duck hunting with an untrained duck dog, dude. I've been like 2 or 3 times where it's like the dog's good, but it gets so antsy to retrieve ducks that it's like as soon as like you put your gun up, even like or you move, the dog like takes off. And like I've almost shot my friend's dog. I think
What
twice.
kind of dogs were they?
This is a black lab.
Black lab.
And it's like we're like sitting pretty low to the ground, maybe a little bit lower than I am now, and like our legs extended, and it's just like the way that we're shooting off the levee, it worked better that day. And so we're shooting low to the ground already, and this dog darts out as ducks are coming, and he's like, my friends here, his dog's on the other side of him, so like I don't see him take off. And it goes and it jumps after the duck that I'm fucking about to shoot. And I like last second see it, and like I still like pull the trigger, but like pull the gun up and like miss it. And I'm like, dude, like, are you fucking what? Like,
Did he take it to training or train him himself?
Train himself. And it's like, it is a good dog. It just is. He's just got to wait on the patience.
See, I would obviously take it to because you can take it to like a professional.
Oh,
thing
yeah.
Get it
And
to
that's
for
like
3 weeks and have a boot camp and
100%. And it's a great dog. But like some people are like very particular. Like I want my dog to like learn from me that way. Like respect. I'm like, just have a trained
it's all
dog.
food. It's all food based. So
It's just have a
whoever's
trained
feeding them.
dog.
Yeah. Well, that's what. So Kyle, sadly Lucy passed
Reebok.
away. But, no, this is this one. But no, same thing. They had a lab that his dad would take out, but it was basically like the mom's dog because the mom loved it. But literally, like it'd be like Lucy bed, and they'd be like walk to the bed and just go there, perfectly trained.
And that's what like one of our other friends had a dog that he had trained super well, and it was like he taught it to like place, and it would be like all the great things, and then like stopped training it for like 2 months before duck season, and then brought it out, and it was like
Bad.
horrible. It was like if you don't stay with them, and it was young too at the time. It wasn't like it hadn't been through a bunch of seasons, probably 2 or 3. But I was like, fuck, like this is unbearable. Like might as well just pack up and go home.
If I get him, we'll take him out next
Got
season.
any names picked out, or are you a guy that needs to see the dog, feel the dog before you get the name?
So I have a list of ones that I have, but for like I really like the name Rizzo, but
Rizzo.
you're gonna have to have a curly haired dog to name it Rizzo, right? And Rizzo's kind of a could be a girl name, kind of.
I could see
It's
that.
a
We want a
multi-sex.
male dog.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm kind of liking Huck,
Ooh, Huck's good.
like Huck Finn, Huck,
All right.
like a hunting dog Huck. Huck don't give a fuck.
Huck don't give a fuck. I'll be your Huckleberry.
What do we think, Jim?
I like
what do we
Huck.
think, guys.
That's not
Because I have Jax, Nash,
Nash is cool.
Winnie. Winnie,
For
if
a-
it's a girl, if it was a girl.
I was gonna say for a
I
guy.
I have Willie, Brooks, like her Brooks,
I like
Brooksy.
that. Brooksy.
Brooksy, and then Oakley.
See, I almost like I all great choices, but I think I like human names for dogs more. The more I like dog sit, like the dogs that are named like Peter. Hey, come here, Peter.
Peter.
Like it's like what the fuck?
know,
Like
yeah.
it's like he's like, oh, he's a member of the family. I'm like,
I
he's
know.
not though.
Yeah,
but like
yeah,
I
that's-
get what,
I think
I
that's
get what you're
all-
going for.
Because I was like looking up names too, and everyone everyone names them after like food now. Like, oh,
Yeah.
this is waffles. Like,
Yeah,
who'd
no.
want to be named waffles? So stupid.
That is
Dude, my
true.
roommate's dogs are ramen and boba.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Ramen and boba.
Like there's a pug that visits my dad at Travis Matthews. His name's Miso.
Yeah.
Japanese family, but yeah, Miso.
Miso honey. There's this kid in my class, Miki Aqua. He named his cat Rough and his dog Meow. And it's like the funniest thing. And he would like bring him, like, of course, bring him to school sometimes. Like,
Went to Will Glen?
Little black kid, hilarious. But he would bring him to school, and the teacher's like, "You can't have these." He's like, "I guess I'll go home. I guess I'll go home." And he's like,
Was the Ethiopian guy?
Yeah. But he wasn't J Boy. It wasn't. I'm trying to think.
Abel Mohis.
No, he like hung out with like that whole.
Yeah.
He was part of that whole group though. Yeah,
Well,
I had.
Those guys are like straight from Africa.
Yeah, and they're fucking genius.
Yeah, no, I know, no. Mr. Mohis, he's like, he called me Mr. Meeker, Mr. Meeker. Because I was in. Did you have Friedman? You had to.
No.
He'd always,
Mr. Meeker.
Yeah, so then I'd call him Mr. Mohis, like, Mr. Meeker, Mr. Meeker. But
Teacher would only call you by your last name, Mr. or Mrs.
so then, but then
last
the
name.
kids, but we would start calling each other by the Mr. and Mrs. And this this Ethiopian kid sat next to me, like, Mr. Mohis, like, Mr. Meeker, Mr. Meeker. Like, but he would tell me stuff back in. I don't know if they're from Ethiopia or they're from Africa.
I think they were. I think it was Ethiopia.
But he would say, he's like, he was like, yeah, my neighbor would, like, had a pet lion. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. He's like, no, seriously, we go and feed it. I'm like, yeah, I'm like a full Simba lion. He's like, yeah. I'm like, holy shit, dude, why'd you leave?
Right? Why did you leave?
He's like, yeah, we go over all the time and like feed and stuff. I'm like, that is insane.
That is nuts. Yeah, you forget the characters you go to school with, but there is many, especially at Willow Glen. It was a community that was welcoming to everybody. So it was just like you never knew. Incoming student, it was like,
Yeah, they all
what's
ran,
on the table.
They all ran cross country. Those are good guys.
Yeah, all that's so funny. All the ones that were foreign that came in, that was like our cross country coach was preying on.
Yeah.
Maybe shouldn't have used that word, but
Get them on the squad.
Hoping for some studs.
exactly. So, good stuff. You guys got anything before we take off?
I'm good.
Stay good out there, folks.
Stay good. Go do Bronx. Let's go Johnny Bones
baby.
Jones.
Shout out
Oh,
to
yeah,
you.
wow.
I know, man. I just watched this
MSG, big
pre-fight
one.
interview, man.
And they're going back to the old gloves real quick. How crazy.
Yeah, I know. I saw the Ariel tweeted that out.
So they went back to, the UFC's been using newer rounded gloves, and
With more padding or something?
it's the same weight, but it's a different dispersal of the padding. And so there had been less knockouts to start. I think it's kind of evened out now. But there's a bunch of veterans on this card. Stipe hasn't fought since Reebok shorts. John Jones doesn't like the gloves. He's a notorious eye poker, fingers out. And so they just were like, Hunter Campbell was like, yeah, there's a bunch of veterans on
Black
this
gloves.
card. We'll go back to the old gloves. Like, there's
Just
no,
for tonight? Or
just for
that
just for
night?
that card. Crazy. John Jones gets another
John
free
Jones pulls
pass.
it. Yep. Yeah.
Just so fucking good. I love it. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
Oh, also, I'll probably watch it, but Friday is
yeah.
Tyson.
Tyson and Paul.
Paul.
So stupid.
So bad.
I just
And
hope
they're
there's a
doing
flatlining either way.
They're doing a
Yeah.
No, they've already. It's like wrestling. It's already
No.
been planned out.
No.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think so. I think Mike Tyson got so much shit against his Roy Jones fight for not hitting him in the head that I think he was like, for this fight, I gotta go full. I think we're seeing a real fight.
No. I think this.
So
is
who do you think wins then? You think Jake Paul wins you think Mike is gonna, I don't think he can let his integrity let him lose. Like the Roy Jones.
But you have to. I don't know. He's probably getting paid a lot of money, but
Yeah, I'm sure.
like Tommy Fury's right now is probably better than a 60-year-old Mike Tyson, right?
I would say.
Yeah. So Paul's probably gonna. But I'm saying that Tyson probably also took it being like, hey, either carry me for a couple, or like I don't think that they're like I don't think he would have agreed to do it just to like get my ass knocked out because he literally is one of the greatest. That's why.
Yeah,
I don't think that
Tommy Fury may be better than him, but he's got so much experience. He's got so much
yeah, but
footwork.
he's fucking 60 years old.
He's got power still, though.
Oh my god,
He does. He's got KO power. I guess we'll see. I guess
think
we'll
in the
see.
contract it's like you got to get me to the 4th, and then you can start teeing off.
I don't think Mike signs that deal. I think Mike says, "Let's fight."
I mean, this isn't like a 40-year-old comeback. This guy's 60.
He's 60, but he was the greatest there ever was.
I mean,
Fuck
we'll find out.
Muhammad
We'll look in
Ali.
the first round and really kind of see.
Yeah,
what.
yeah.
We're gonna know, and it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad.
It's gonna be
a
bad
train
either
wreck.
way.
It's
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be
a train wreck.
either way.
Who else? Is there anyone else on that card or no?
No.
Do
I'm
they have
sure his
openers?
girl's
Yeah,
fighting.
she is. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. And then I guess we can top it off with Klay Thompson sucks.
He had 22 last night.
I don't give a shit. I'm glad he's gone. He's a bum. The Warriors are a bum organization for doing the hats.
I will
Whack.
say the video was pretty lackluster. I thought it'd be a lot better. Did you see it?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was really quick. I thought they'd be, but I guess Steph was originally supposed to speak, and then Klay nixed that, and I guess they talked at like the shoot around earlier in the day, and Clay's like, I don't want you to don't talk, and then he's like, all right. But I guess it came out today that Steph was kind of pissed because Klay ghosted him or something. Like he had texted him during the season and he didn't respond or something like that.
See, I'm telling you, Klay's a scumbag. That guy was taking.
He's a little butthurt.
And I guess rightfully so. But you play like dick for 3-4 years. So
well,
what have
and
you
then
done for me
TNT
lately,
throws
like I
up the
said?
stat, it's the graphic comparing him and Buddy right now. It's
love it.
really bad.
You gotta love it.
Splash Brothers, Splash Buddy.
Splash Buddy is so good. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm not on the Klay hype train. I never really was, and it just, like I said, what have you done for me lately, Buddy's doing it for me lately. That's all
Also,
I gotta say.
but speaking of doing it lately, your boy Macklin, did you see that no looker he had?
So
the
sick,
laser,
dude.
that was fucking.
The Sharks
the
actually
Sharks
look
are back.
They look like a hockey team.
Yeah,
It's
they
crazy.
did. They lost last night, but they came back down 3-0.
That's, I mean, even them just going on a 3-game win streak, it's just
Yeah.
like, hey, shit,
They
you
play
love to
hard.
see.
They play hard.
Young guns.
Young
It's
guns.
what we wanted to see the last 5 years.
And you can tell Mac is the best guy on the ice. Like he does like these little spin move, quick outs and stuff like that. We haven't had a guy like that.
I was gonna say ever. Like they were always a bigger, just physical,
Yeah.
just kind of beat you up, play well together, well-oiled machine. Never had that one guy, and it's like teams would come into town and you would see it and you'd be like, God, if only.
If we had a McDavid.
And they're putting pucks on net too. It's just like, it's good. It's
yeah,
fun
we're
to
gonna
watch.
have a cup in 5 years. I can feel it.
Well, we missed the playoffs. You get back in the lotto. You try and find another pick. That's decent.
No, yeah, they'll get another top.
I like
have another top 5 pick.
I like Will Smith too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
good.
he's a dog in his own right. They're just so small. That's
They
the
are
only
small.
thing.
Well,
But
they're 18.
that's what I mean. It's just like
And they just one goalie they traded from Nashville. He's young. He's in the AHL. He's pretty good.
yeah.
So, they got the core. Core's brewing.
Just gotta let him cook. Let the
And
Sharkies
Eklund.
cook.
Eklund's good too. He's quick.
Yeah, yeah. Billy Eklund. All right, that's it.
All right, wrap it up.
Until next time, y'all. Peace.